Here's why having a side hustle is a horrible idea. So, people usually do side hustles because they want extra money, because they have extra time. But here's why you shouldn't do side hustles. Now let's start off with the pros, because there's always pros and cons. And also my voice might be a little bit muffled because I'm sick. So hold up. Give me 1 second. This is gonna make me feel better. Anyways, so the pro of getting a side hustle is that you can have more than one income. It's always good to have more than one income because like you never know what might happen, and like that one extra income might save you, or like you can put the extra income into savings and stuff like that. And since you're doing a side hustle and it might be stuff that you like, you can develop your skills, which is number 2. Skill development. Photoshopping, editing, freelancing, whatever you're doing, real estate, people skills, useful skills. Number 3, flexibility. Since you're doing a side gig, it's very flexible. And it's kind of obvious as to why it's flexible, but yeah, you can literally work your side hustles anytime you want. And nobody is your boss except you. Unless you're doing like an extra side hustle for like a company, then bruh. Which leads to the last pro. You can put your side hustles income into your savings if you're responsible. So you put your main source of income as like your spendings, and then your side hustles as your savings. You know what? That's not actually a good way because you barely make much from your side hustles unless you succeed. So putting that into savings is like putting nothing into savings. Never mind. Save. You can use your side hustle as like your vacation money or something like that. But now, here comes the cons. Number 1, you're gonna have limited time and energy. That means that your work is gonna be less quality. There's gonna be less quality to your work. That means that you probably won't succeed in your side hustles. That means that you barely make anything from your side hustles and you're wasting time. And that is not something that we want. Can you see me better now? Hello. Number 2, you can't focus on your career if you were having one. You're gonna have to pick between your career and your side hustles if you want to be rich and advance in either. Why? Well, because if you focus on your career and then you get a promotion, you make more money, which means that the side hustles is useless. Or if you focus on the side hustle and then you succeed, you make even more money. So that's why you should devote all your energy into one and not just like 5% into one and make like pennies. It's a waste of time, which can lead to burnout. Number 3, burnout. Lack of performance leads to lack of results. Lack of results leads to lack of interest. Lack of interest leads to burnout. And you could just quit the side hustle completely and just waste your time. Or even worse, you could just quit your career, like your actual job, because you're burnout from everything, from overworking. And that's bad. You wanna know why that's bad? No money. And number 4, you're gonna have less time for anything, for life. You can't like relax, you can't like really do anything because all you do is work. You have a full-time job and now you're doing side hustles on the side to make even more money. Like, unless you actually need it, you don't need that much money. Focus on life. Don't burn yourself out. That's really bad. What the hell is this finger thing? So in conclusion, unless your side hustle is like a very lucrative side hustle like YouTube or business or e-commerce or something like that, and you're good at it and you can actually make money, and that you actually have time to devote like at least 40% of your energy into it, you probably don't need a side hustle. You don't need an extra gig unless you're actually lacking money and you're raising 5 kids and your wife is about to leave you. Sure, yeah. That's when you need it, but that's like an extreme case. So it's better to focus in one thing if you want to be rich. You either focus on your career and then advancing in it, or you focus on the business. This way you have more dedication. More dedication means more quality. More quality means more money, and more money means that you can finally get the iPhone 15 that you've been waiting for, so that you can absolutely waste your money even more. Don't buy it. If you want an extra side hustle because you want more money, if it's possible, just get more hours at your main job. You don't need a side hustle. You don't need 2 jobs. So now here comes the steps. How are you going to succeed in your side hustle? How are you going to make money from YouTube or business or whatever? Well, it always starts with number 1, niching down. Since the market is so saturated, so many things being sold, so many videos out there, so many products, the market is saturated. But it doesn't have to be. There's always a niche that you can find. You can always test things out and then niche down and then test it. If it doesn't work, test another one and keep niching until you find the gold. By niching down, I mean find a problem that needs to be solved, and then you fix the problem, and then you record it, and then you sell it. The same things go for YouTube. You find a problem on YouTube, something that's untouched, untapped, and then you niche down, you make a video about it. That's usually how it starts. With editing and photoshopping, you got it. And once you niche down, you can finally branch it out and mix the quality stuff afterwards. Because niching down is finding your core audience or your like foundation audience or like your customers. And then the rest is just expanding. And the key is to be consistent and don't burn out. Don't fall off. Make yourself a schedule and stick with it. Anywho's, that's my opinions on side hustles and why you probably shouldn't do side hustles. And that you probably might be wasting your time. Anyways, good luck out there, boys and girls. If this video helps you significantly or in any way and that you're rich now, well, you can always Venmo me, you know, like in the description. A couple dollars might help, maybe 2 figures, maybe. Anywho's.